Does it work? Everybody, somebody comment, tell me if it's working so I know for it going. Not really. It's coldest. It's been maybe minus 10. Minus 10 is pretty cold, person. I've been talking to these guys a little bit. Frederick from Sweden. Nice to see you, buddy. Not bad where I am. Oh, hang on.
Is a mad rush in America.
Oh.
Apple.
Whoa.
Facebook. Google. Dozens
Apple,
more.
Facebook,
They're
and
all
Google.
betting on a radical new technology that will.
There. Can y'all hear me now? Sorry about the skip ads. This daggone thing got ads on it. Not really. The coldest been minus 10. Eastern Ontario, not too. Man, minus 10 is plenty cold, Tyler. What are you talking about? Minus 10, Tyler's probably about as cold as it ever gets here in the worstest part of winter. I mean, I've seen it worse than that, but not a lot. I don't think it's ever been minus 20 that I've recalled here. Hello from Farmland, Indiana. Who we got here? Hang on, I'm losing everybody. Oh boy, they're coming in now. Thomas Hunter, how you doing, buddy? MSL, nice to see you, man. Are you being safe? Been out to your neck of the woods? Daggone, y'all got some steep country out there. And needed to get a shout out to Connor and Connor and Jamie. Yes, Jamie. Connor and Jamie, big shout out to them. Connor, I had that wrote down. I was actually going to shout you out in one of these vidges sometime. I'll still try to get it done if I can remember. MLH, how you doing, buddy? You ain't been getting yourself into any wild messes here lately, have you? He called me the other day when I was cutting timber, and how about my volume? Is it loud enough, too loud, or what? Somebody comment there and straighten me out there. Me and MLH's bull mess the other day. He got into a mess, took on a bunch of snow removal. I think he got in trouble with the boss lady. He was going on about her ripping his butt for running into a building, wasn't it? Daggone building jumped out in front of him when he was removing snow. You got to watch them sneaky buildings. Hi, Mr. Elite. How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Steve King, Michael Malfred, MLH, MSL. What does MSL say? Been fighting the weather. It sucks here. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You got that snow they got in Gatlinburg? You got that snow too, MSL? And it didn't melt off y'all's? Happy New Year from Louisiana. Did they celebrate in Tennessee when your Derby Outlaws? Brian, wasn't that cute? Here, look, it's my favorite picture. I never showed y'all this one. We got them old-timey photos there. And, well, let me get that. There's my boys. Look at that. Well, I can't get it to where it ain't reflecting. That's terrible. That was so cute. That made Daddy's day, I have to say.
Don't you mean night?
What did it say?
You said day.
Whatever. If you don't straighten me out, don't straighten me out from over there on the couch.
It was at night.
So anyways,
Daddy,
let's hear about Puddin', Taper Train said. Okay, so those of you that's not aware, and some people's been getting on. Hi, Eli. How you doing, buddy? Hey, buddy, how's it going? Did you have a new year and you and Sarah get any sleep lately? They got a newborn, and I don't know if they're sleeping yet tonight. Broke my chain of thought. Squirrel! I lost it. Whatever it was, I lost. Well, who dropped me some change here? Seen Tatham, buy yourself a beer, bub. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. Sean, that's pronounced Sean, ain't it? I think that's pronounced Sean. MSL, we got about 5 or 6. Wow.
you guys are lucky. You didn't get anything.
Well, he's in the mountains. You remember how steep and snotty I was, that snow in the mountains?
Oh, yeah.
This old boy just got 5 or 6 inches.
Okay, that makes sense.
Happy New Year, Wade. Recommend a John Deere 644K, quick and maneuverable. Oh, yeah. Now, wait a minute on the loader. We'll get to that. Oh, yeah, somebody asked about Puddin'. Puddin'. All right, got you. Puddin'. Okay. So those of you that might not be aware, the vidges that you all seeing now was shot September sometime. Now, the reason I shot so much footage from back then and just now playing it is because we are now in Crane Naval Base working right now, and there's no recording at all in there. So I hurried up this fall. Of course, he's doing fall push. Figured it'd be good footage, and I did a bunch of recording, and now I'm playing it back for y'all. Well, it's getting redundant, and it's getting too much of it. So I'm going to start doing sawmill videos mixed in with it that's present, mixed in with the old Crane footage. So you're getting a little bit of logging, a little bit of sawmill and family and back and forth and maintenance and repairs. But with pudding start dying a slow, painful death starting about the middle of August. Well, it started so slow and started dying off on me so slow that I didn't pick up on it till I finally got to where I wouldn't hardly pull my daggone chain with 20-inch bar in red oak. I thought, wait a minute, what the heck? Finally pulled out a tree, realized the coating is coming off the outside of my throttle cable, which I've been through this multiple times, but I get amnesia and I forget it. When you're going through your throttle cable like that, your outside of your throttle cable starts rotting off. My saw's getting old. It's a 2011. It's just rotting down. When you're going through your throttle cable like that, the cable don't stretch, which you kept saying it's stretching, but it kept just eating back, gets shorter, and every time you pull the throttle, it gets less and less. Well, it dies a slow death, and you don't really realize it's chipping off on you and getting, till it finally gets down to where you can't hardly run it. Well, High Blue Line, by the way, how's it going? So anyways, there's multiple videos still coming, and I hadn't had it figured out yet. But as of today, it finally crapped out on us. Stevie put a new throttle cable on for me the other day while we was in the shop. And I fired it up, revved it up, and it goes, what? And it goes, blur. Freaking ate something. We don't know what it was. Of course, my muffler's been crapped out a while, and then we think something got in it, and we was turning the saw around and finally let something roll into the cylinder and ate it up. But the bearings are bad on the cage is bad on the bearings for the tie rod. Carburetor's trash. The choke's been stretching out. Those of you know it have been choked. Gotta be the FUBU. But so with the carburetor, jug, piston, rings, muffler, did I say bearings? So I'm going to gut it all and try to fart with it a little bit on my spare time, whatever time that is going to be. Because I got to get pudding back to it because we bought some good white oak on Crane. I got to be cutting on it, which I can't share with y'all because there's no recording in the naval base. So apologize, but I'll get to that, but it'll die a slow death. And almost kill pudding. It's coming up. I mean, when I say almost kill pudding, I ain't screwing around. I mean, I was about to call the Undertaker, and then all of a sudden I reached down. I had to take Brutus or Skid or something, get the tree off top of the saw, fired it up, come right back to life. And it was bad enough it'd have killed a steel. So it was pretty bad. But it couldn't survive that. And I'm going to get a rebuilt kit on it, but are going to rebuild it, but I don't know when. It's going to be soon here. Blackie is in the shop. Those who've been on me about the stacks. Me today. I pulled the fuel tank off today. Hydraulic tank come off today. Toolbox come off today. Blackie is stripped, minus fuel tank, hydraulic tank, that big toolbox. It's all pulled off. Working on the cab leveling valve, all the whole system that codes the cab leveling valve and the airbag and the shocks. That's all shot. I'm going to have to get that mess. And Blackie's going into the shop January the 4th, and I'm going to turn it over to somebody going to work on the injector pump. So it's going in Monday. I'm going to take it to the shop, probably minus a fuel tank. Hopefully not running straight exhaust, but I might be running straight exhaust at that point to get that job done, but we'll see. Got a new turbo on Blackie. Got 30-something pounds of boost. I think I'm running 34 pounds of boost in my 3406B. I put a turbo on it from a C15, and my smoke went away, so y'all know. So I'm going green. I don't think it even needs a DEF mess on it because I think it's burning clean enough. I think I'm cleaning the atmosphere that Blackie breathes in awesomeness. So, all right, let me see. Let me cover some of my list here. I'm sorry. let me catch up with you guys. Does anybody's type on there right now if y'all got something you really want me to jump on real quick? No def. As long as you don't hurt the stickers on the bumper. MSL, your sticker still looks beautiful on that bumper. Still got plenty of stickers on the bumper. Puddin has Corona. Brian. Hey, bud, everybody says hi here. I'll copy that, Eli. Tell them all. Tell the whole family Happy New Year's. Do more videos on Titus. Connor, I'll try to catch Derek on Titus and give him a camera. I think he'll do good. Stevie took the camera the other day, got a bunch of footage on him and Junkie, and I don't know when it'll be. Probably February sometime before you see it. Redman says it needs a turbo. Put up with your abuse. Happy New Year to you and the family. What's going on, Wade? Not much, Dean. Happy New Year, Wade. Happy New Year, Cletus Gaming. All right. Wanted to say Happy New Year, everybody. We got that covered. Uncle Buckin, thank you for stopping by. I don't know if you're still on here or not, but thank you, Uncle Buckin, for stopping by and saying hi. I told y'all I'm working on Blackie. Stacks are going on. I will send some pictures on my Facebook and maybe Instagram when I get the stacks on. Although the video's probably not coming up for a long while. But y'all's been on my butt for so long to get them stacks on there. I wanted to make sure and send out a picture when I do. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Stevie got me a hood for Blackie. He picked me a hood out. And Blackie's going to get the big eagle hood put on it sometime this winter. Don't know when. But it's getting a bigger radiator put in it to keep up with that 3406. I got air to it now. I'm getting ready to get fuel to it, and I want to make sure I'm going to get water to antifreeze to it to cool it off. So that's coming. And I updated y'all. Did everybody get the fact that the time frame's messed up on the log, and everybody understood that? I think right now what y'all seeing is about the middle or towards the end of September. Got a few jobs to go through as we move along. As the winter progresses, you all get closer and closer to where you're caught up to where we go back in the spring again. MSL says, speaking of Facebook, I'm still waiting on the confirm there, pal. Oh, MSL, I got so many people trying to get on. Let me write that down. I'll try to get to that, buddy. Sorry, I ain't snubbing you on purpose. I promise you. Sarah says about time, and she said for the stacks. Hope they work for her. Oh, Sarah keeps her eye. Yeah, on me. Make sure I don't screw up. And I'm sure she keeps a tight eye on Eli too, because he needs somebody on his butt. Sarah, he needs that. Kevin says, have you all got the blue truck? No, Kevin, that's a sore subject. Don't ask Stevie. But Dennis is doing a good job. He's about got her whooped. We're about to get it back. I don't know when, but I think it's real quick, but I'm not sure. It's all open-ended. I have no idea. But that's been a touchy subject. The little red Fancy Pete, the C12, and it went down back in. It locked up back in the very first week of December. So that thing went in, and it's got a reman motor getting put in it. We're spending a chunk of change on it. It's getting a reman C12 going in it to get it back up and rolling. Local crew said I want a fedora. I said, always on my butt, can't get away with anything. That's good for you. My foot is getting better. Good. Happy New Year from New Zealand. Happy New Year, New Zealand, buddy. Thank you, Matthew. But has anybody got on this burnout stuff? Mental block, daggone it. Lord Mutt done some kind of burnout with a bulldozer. And I guess there's some kind of who's the tire and I forgot. There's one that Lord Muck gets into with. It's a Canadian, one of them crazy Canadians. Some of them Canadians on here are crazy now, I'm telling you. But one of the Canadians got some kind of tire. What is it? Busted tire belts or something? Garage? I can't remember now. I'll have to check into it a little better. But he does a big burnout, and a few of them are doing this burnout 2020 to get rid of the year. Wade, have you ever thought about putting flappers on the top of the stacks? No, Anthony. The stacks on Blackie's got these big bull horns, and I'm going to leave them as bull horns coming out of them. Brian says zip ties and bias plies. That's it. Go check out Zip Ties and Bias Plies. He does an awesome burnout. But I don't know how many people's get in on this. Dick or Dave tried to get me to get in on it, but I haven't come up with nothing good yet. I thought about taking Blackie and ramming it up against the loader to just start burning through. I still ain't got the lockers in. The lockers are in the front one, but I'm too damn lazy to run the airline. Hopefully I'll get to that. And the back lockers need put in. Oh, yeah? We're dying up here. My tapes are coming loose. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. You ought to see my antiquated equipment I got going on here. But Thomas Hunter says, my mom ordered me the first log loader as a Caterpillar. Cool. Watching from southeastern Kentucky. Less or more. We was just out your way, buddy. Y'all got some steep country out that way. My hat's off to y'all. Zip ties and blogs. I'm living burnout. Local crew. Something about loader. Okay, Bubba, Minnesota. Okay, hang on, Bubba. Let me get to it. Show the pics. I did that. Big thanks to Farmer Chris and Dirt Perfect. Farmer Chris, Farmer John, and the Perfect crew. And me and Mommy went to Gatlinburg, had a fantastic time. Those of you that's local to Gatlinburg, y'all's got a great area down there. Steep country. Drank a little bit, didn't fall off a deck to my death or nothing while I was up there on the mountainside, so we did good there, but had a great time. Okay. All right, the advice I'm looking for. All right, let's get into what I made the budget for. Okay, so our loader is a 544J that we run around the mill. Now, Mama, we got the biggest inventory we've ever had in the history of the company and by far the most expensive. So Big Mama's not wanting to blow money right now. And our 544J it's blow to head gasket, but it's got 24,000 hours on it. So Big Mama said, rebuild it. Well, I've never rebuilt a diesel motor by myself. I've helped others do it, but I've never been the guy in charge or the guy doing the rebuilding, and I'm afraid to do it. I'm scared to do it. I should be able to rebuild a 6068 blindfolded, but I'm just afraid to do it. So Big Meat is not busy right now. I said, Big Meat, you need to come over here and help me rebuild this son of a buck. He said, Tater, he said, I'm not going to rebuild it. He said, you'll rebuild, he said, and I'll make sure you don't screw up. I said, you got yourself a deal, something about a fish and a water or something like that. So Big Meat's coming over, and me and him's going to rebuild Eli's loader. Okay, so which runs us into this dilemma. We don't have a loader. We have these old loaders, the old crappers, but I don't want to stick Eli on one of the old crappers while we rebuild this loader. So John Herb Equipment sent us this 624K2. It's got a good set of Rockland forks on it. I'll have some videos on it later on. But I'm a nervous wreck about it. It's for sale. It's got 4,000 something hours on it. What is Bill saying? Bill Skidmore, what? My 620 Tiger Cat just hit 14,000 with original engine. We just bought a used 648. Is that 648? Bill, is that 648 a gray top skidder? Is it 04 newer? I'll wait. So anyways, on this 624, it'll be our first. What sucks about him, Brian? Okay, Bill, got you. I think you'll like him. Benjamin Smith says, check us out at BTM Machinery. We have Well, Benjamin, I'm not going to stop at 7,000 or 8,000 hours. I'm talking like 40. We run our equipment a long time.
Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here.
Garrett says, Darren, you go easy on them drags, buddy. Okay, Heavy 1 Ton says DEF is not fun in general. Well, see, here's the thing. L120 Volvo. I think Kevin runs L90s, don't he? Does anybody know what Kevin Werner runs? I'll have to ask him. I fell in love with Werner's Volvos, but I want to stick with Deere, with the Rockland Forts. But the size of loader we're going to skip to is going to be a 624 or a Cat 938K, because I think they made some of them within Tier 3. Somebody straighten me out if y'all know better. And Deere Gear in Northeast Georgia says the J or K with the tool carrier. Now, see, that's what this thing is. This thing is the tool carrier boom. And when everybody got it, started running before we went on vacation, everybody fell in love with the daggone thing because it's got the dual cylinders on the side and they can see the forks good. Farm Central Ohio says, stay away from DEF if you can. Garrett says, got the file hand from the promised land. Okay. Okay. Brian says go with the 938. Cat is better. DEF sucks. Stay away from Volvo G models. Sorry, guys. My camera's keeps falling apart here. Stay away from Volvo G models. What an unhappy New Year. Glenn, what's unhappy about your New Year, buddy? Other than the obvious. Brian, can I call you sometime? Brian, I think I need to call you sometime. Let me write that down and call Brian. I don't want to, I'll text you, Brian. So anyways, the 624K, everybody's been running this thing and they fell in love with it. And totally fell in love with it. I mean, it is fast. It is strong. Yes, diesel power. Somebody, I think I was told about them Volvo G models. I think I'm going to stay away from the Volvo if I can. I like to go with either Cat or Deere. But we got a Deere loader sitting in the lot that's nice. It's got the good coupler. It's got the high visibility coupler. You can see right through the daggone coupler. You can see the forks on the daggone thing. And everybody's falling in love with it. Is this for unloading your trucks? Yes, Blue Line. It's for unloading trucks, sorting logs, loading lumber, feeding the mill. See, Eli at the mill, he's a big deal. He's a busy bee, and he's always organizing things. So we like to throw some technology at him so he can be more effective around the mill with less strain on him. And that's what got us into this dilemma. That's why I want a 624 or something. And I was thinking getting a 624J that's been refurbished. But most of that comes with the Z-bar boom on it. And this 628K2 they sent us has the tool carrier size, and it is, I thought we were just going to rent it a little bit and be fine with it, but everybody can't kick nobody off of it. Everybody's falling in love with the daggone thing. If you can offer any advice, stay away from the six. Hang on, here's a good one. If I can, Benjamin Smith says, if I can offer any advice, stay away from 624K. Major engine problems. We've had 4 come into our yard with anything ranging from head gaskets to hydraulic failure, etc. Brandon Barker says, I got a Cat 638K loader. Brandon Barker, what's a 638? Was you trying to say 628? That's the God, Brandon Barker. What are you saying, Brandon? Are you saying a 628K? Yeah, Jamie, this is going to be a yard machine, not a woods machine. Diesel Power says, I live in Sweden. Deere doesn't exist here more than the wheel force machines, the green ones. Diesel Power, which is the green ones then with your forestry machines? Don't know much about running a loader, but I know about moving him from coast to coast. Wow, Matt. Matt, now you don't move them things coast to coast on a damn Peterbilt, do you? I'll get him going here in a minute. Please wait. Don't even think about a Volvo loader. They are so sluggish. They are so sluggish when you're in a hurry. I ran a Deere Volvo L90, Komatsu WA200. I miss running the Deere, but hated the Volvo. Jack, you saying the Komatsu? You like that 544 over the Komatsu? Because we got some around here running Komatsu, and they said they're having decent luck with them so far. Last two loads we had 150,000 traded. We still have another 544J with 14,000. I like Deeres. Yeah, Windsor, we like our Deeres. Worst case scenario, find a nice TC62H. Let me write that down. Where's my pen at? Something ate my pen. What are you saying? TC62. I'll look that up. Thanks a lot, Deer Gear. Probably 938. 1 ton says. I have a tractor with DEF. It's a Kubota farm tractor but I've found so far if I drain the DEF tank once a year, it hasn't given any more issues so far. Gosh, that makes it sound like there was issues in the first place. We got a Cat 638K loader with 36,000. Brandon, you sure you ain't talking 938? Do they make a 638? I'll write that down, Brandon. Never had a single problem with it. Just tires, couple hoses, and just the valves. It'll never let you down. Best part of it, it's a tier 3. Brandon, you're speaking my language, buddy. Brian says probably the 938. Yeah. Chief Matt, yeah, Dirt Perfect helped me out a bunch. Volvo e-loader models are far the best loader. Yes, Frederick, I've heard. Wasn't the F's good too? What about a Caterpillar 966? I don't know anything about a 966. I'll check into it. Ain't that an old one? It can't be an old one. It's got to be. I mean, it ain't got to be brand new by no means, but it needs to be productive. I mean, quick. Eli's a busy man. He don't have a lot of time fool around with an old clunker. And by old clunker, I mean even a good old one in good shape. It's still too sluggish. John, what's wrong with the Peterbilt? Have you get any mini loader? No, Blue Line, never did. MSL Deerman, Cletus Gaming Peterbilt. Cody McGraw, hey Cody. James, get a K-Series cat loader. I'm on a 972K, and it's only got DPF, no DEF, and it's a Cadillac. For you, maybe smaller, but wonderful machines, James says. Windsor says, we have a W320 Komatsu. Now, they're okay. I'm not a fan of the hydrostatic transmissions, though. Ooh. See, Windsor, because the Cat's hydrostatic. Windsor, can you type down what your issue is with the hydrostat? Please, and unless it's something real long and drawn out and you don't want to fool with it. You're going to upset Big Bill 18 talking about Connor. What'd you write, Connor? Connor wrote something but retracted it. Hopefully he's going to rewrite something here. 938 is good, Tarek says. You guys are dear people. Stick with it. You've got good maintenance, one operator. It's hard to get duty. In this size class, Komatsu would be my second choice, very strong. Gotcha, Sean. Is it no many problems with it? Not many problems. 966, it's new. That's big, ain't it? Ain't a 966 big? I'll look it up. 966 Cat. I think that'd be a big one, don't it? No, Thomas, it's no biggie, buddy. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings there. DEF is a pain, but another issue is residue of older DEF eating up sensors. But I would stay away from it if possible, Michael says. Brian Johnson, everything made today has flaws no matter what it's. Hi, by the way, Brian. Happy New Year, buddy. Ron Hensley, best thing to do is go with what dealer you may need for parts. See, that's another thing, Ron. Herb's been very, very good to us. Now, Wayne Supply has too, but Herb has been very good to us. The Cat and the Deer both. Herb's probably a little more personable with us. Wayne's been really good to us too, but Herb's probably a little more personable with us. But Cat and Deer both, man, you order part, pow, she's there next morning, lickety split. The only problems we've had is with Cat in forestry. Now, Cat in Cat's bag, man, they've been doing good. That din, I can have anything for that thing the next day. And I love that, you know, and a loader would be right up Cat's alley also. So I think Cat's really on the ball on this one too. But that loader, that Deer loader, man, it runs really. If it wasn't so productive, I wouldn't even be considering it. But I'm gonna tell you that 624K2 is productive. But the 938 Cat, I think we ran. Y'all remember, was it the 938M we had out there that time? I thought that thing was a beast also. You can probably put you in touch with my buddy of mine to get you a used or rebuilt motor for y'all's 544 at a reasonable price if you're interested in going that route. Benjamin, would you do me a favor? I don't want to hog up more time than I already am. Message me on loggerway.com, would you? Let me write that down. Message me on loggerway.com if you don't care. Not to bug up your time or nothing, but I just like to. Okay, Salah Cat 966. Hey, have you made 966 for years and still do they're bigger than they're looking for similar size as 744? Yeah, that's a bit big. A 644 is probably a little bit big for us right now. We could use a 644 in the mulch, but we can't in the log yard, I don't think. Oh, I'm sure we could, but not looking forward to it. Yeah, that's a little bit large. Deer is the way to go. 624K. I own a 624K, 7,000 hours, no problem at all. Now, Jared, is your 624, has that got the DEF on there, or is it the one that's got just the EGR on there? Chase Hensley. Chase says, what about a Doosan 300? I don't know, Chase. I never really looked into Doosan, buddy. I'll check that out. Doosan 300, you say? What letter model is that, Chase? Doosan. We do actually have a decent Doosan dealer here, I think. Is a good machine too. Benjamin said 966 a little bit smaller than a 9.8. Decent size. Okay. Definitely too small for you, though. Good, bigger class for the log gear. I'm just used to the gear transmission, though, to do fine movements with hydrostat because the machine doesn't roll until you have to rev it up. Okay, Windsor, I got you. Got you. Now, Windsor, when we had that 938M Caterpillar, it had that hydrostat transmission in it, and that thing was awesome. I mean, wow. But this 624K2 is freaking. Now, it's got gears yet. It's got a 5-speed transmission. And I don't want the deer man to hear this, but it did. Performance ain't the issue. The only issue is the DEF. And I've got a big issue with this DEF now. Happy New Year, Alex. I still would show you how to drive Blackie. Cletus Gang says. Oh, I like that. Cletus, me and old Blackie, we go back so far. I bet me and Blackie, I bet you wasn't even born yet when me and Blackie come out. That probably don't mean nothing, no. Happy New Year. Maybe a Doosan 280. The only issue with the DEF is you can't idle for any length of time. Pete Nolte, there's been a few people tell us that. If you need to have a compact tractor for tight quarters work,
Fire, baby. Fire butt.
oh, I got you, Chief Matt. Thank you, buddy. Michael Sailors, dealer support is key. Michael, I know, buddy. Sorry, I meant to say Cat 938. Got you, Brandon.
No!
Brandon, was that 938 a K? Was it the K model that you're talking about? Chad says deer has the machine down next day parts. Yeah, man. Cat and deer, when it comes to their parts, man, you ain't going to beat them. Oh, I screwed up. Where am I at? Oh, gosh. I got lost, guys. Heck, I got lost. Happy New Year, Kevin Carver. Boy, I'm so lost in this. I don't know. I ain't even made it down to the Chase Kinsley thing yet. Hang on, man. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. I just don't want to miss anybody. Happy New Year. I would recommend a Volvo 120. I currently run a 110. Oh. Well, yeah, but what letter model, James? James Rice, what letter model Volvo you talking about, buddy? I think Werner's getting along pretty good with her. They got the brand new Volvos, and I think the brand new Deere's good too, the 624L. But that's, man, I wasn't even looking in the K price range till this thing fell in her lap. I was looking a little cheaper loader. We don't need brand new. Somebody else can pay the depreciation. I just need loader. I'm sorry, guys. Not trying to be arrogant. Cat and Deer are my top two go-to brands. Go with brand that gives you the best customer. I'm telling you, Lester, you're on it, buddy. I like the case as well. Now, we do got Diamond Equipment. It's a pretty good outfit. Okay, gotcha, Lester. No, Thomas Hunter didn't get your pictures yet, buddy. Now, guys, if you message Logger Wade on Facebook, I try to get back to that. Or on Instagram, I try to get back to that. Now, it might take me a few days, but I always come back around, finally get that. Or email me on loggerwade.com and I'll answer any questions or take any advice. Man, I love advice. Y'all got any daggone advice, bring it on. All right, what does Chase say? Doosan are good on parts and service. I know they're becoming a good company to rely on if something goes wrong, but get what you would like.
Hey, where are you?
A DL 500. Okay, Chase. DL 500. I'll scope that out, buddy. Gotta go. Don't forget Facebook. Got you, MSL. Got you, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Love you, buddy. Be safe up out on that daggone hillside, bub. Love the content. Thank you, Kobe. Billy Shoemate. Take care, juniors. Thomas Hunter, can you call me? Yeah, I can, buddy. Live auction. I believe a DL 500, 300-5. 300-5. Okay. Just EGR, no def, Jared said. Now, Jared, that was on the K. Okay, got you. I'll have to look back through, Jared. I'll check that back through. Let me write that down. Check back through Jared Chesler. Chesler. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Everybody playing along. I appreciate this daggone advice. It's really making a difference here. John Warren, it might be a 9370 hood. It's a 9300 series. It's got the headlights, the square 4x6 headlights stacked on top of each other. Yes, James, I've looked at that 624L. Love the thing. I like the 624L. I mean, I like it. I think it can, whatever the depth mess is on, I think that's something a guy could probably put up with and live with. But the K2's but that's out of my, I don't want to be looking at that 624L for another 5 to 10 years. But the K2's what's on the burner for now, and it's barely in the price range we're willing to spend. And the only reason we're willing to spend maybe what they're going to do on it would be because of the performance of it and how good the rest of the loader looks compared to the engine, you know. So I don't know. I'm really on the fence there about that because there's a lot of good 624Js out there for sale, and that's hard to pass that up, but they're all Z-bar. Hi, Joe. I did run a newer crap. I just lost that. Somebody wrote a good comment and I lost it. DL250. Gotcha. DL250. Gotcha. Thank you, Sean. Did the logger raid tree make it to the basement? No, that's the boys put that in there. They put their own tree and said, Dad, how are we going to get this tree in there? I said, get your bucket. We'll shove the tree in it and fill it with rocks. Chip piles up a case 821. Chase said, I don't know how big you're looking at, but 300 to 500 are good. Have you checked the encabulator? Doug, what's an encabulator? Encabulator. Encabulator. Do you do math on that thing or? Okay, Diesel Power said DL500 slow as hell, and it lasted 10,000 hours, and they got sold to Poland. Gotcha. Are you no longer looking at getting a rubber tire excavator for the yard? Luke, it was just kind of a... That's such a stretch. Luke, I don't think that's going to work till the next generation. Do I think that's the answer? Yes, definitely. But I think it's going to... I don't think that's going to be for my generation. I think that'll be for the next one. But it is coming, Luke. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen today. And we're looking for something today. I think that's the answer, though. I'm with you on that, Luke. I think what you're talking about there is going to be the finish line. But on this year, who's going to want to see me? We got to keep larger weight away from oxygen. James Rice, I lost you, buddy. My thing jumped ahead. Captain Clement, hey, Farmer Chris, hey, SOT. They're all on here? Hi, everybody. Farmer Chris, hey, buddy. Is SOT on here? Hey, SOT. Blackie already carries the weight out there. Gets a fifth wheel mounted force. Captain Clement Blackie went under the knife. We'll see how far we go on it, but Blackie has definitely went under the knife today. SOT. Hey, Wade, did you keep Farmer Chris under control on the trip? For the most part. He come back with whiskey. I intended for him to drain that out before he come back because he said he was overloaded going down there packing whiskey in the back of that truck. But we didn't get it all drank. He didn't keep up his end of the bargain. I got almost all my rum drank. I even stopped and bought some blackjack colas and got them drank. But I think Farmer Chris come in a little under the weather. Nicholas Betts, hey, what about a Tiger Cat 2160? Yeah, Nicholas, we've looked into them some. Them's pretty cool rigs, but they won't do lumber, and we got to do lumber too. And I don't think Eli's looking to learn a whole new technology because he's slicker than a daggone whistle on a loader. I don't see any sense in changing a good thing. Yeah, SOT, yeah, Farmer. I don't know if Farmer Chris is going to admit to it. His weakness on the, I think he's kind of a lightweight when it comes to whiskey. SOT, that's what I come up with there. I don't know if he can put it back like he says he can. Oh, gosh. The joke is during the Vegas trip, Farmer Chris pretty much put me under the table. Hi, Muddy Feet. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping by and checking us out, bub. Appreciate it. But what time of day is it? How long we been on here? Almost an hour. I think this thing's running a bit long, although all the people showed up. Chris or SOT or Muddy Feet, start a conversation. Let's see if he is cold in Texas. Muddy Feet, how cold is it in Texas right now? Because everybody come back, the whole bunch come back from down there in Texas and is complaining about how cold it was down there. We figured it'd be warmer. Have you been telling that joke I told you about that turtle? Look at a newer used cat or deer loader, no Volvo there, full of emissions problems. Gotcha. Gary Watson. Brandon Squirrel, did you rebuild Puddin'? Marcy, it's coming. But Puddin's going to die a slow death over the next couple months in the veggies. But I got Stevie found a crank, ordered me a jug, piston, bearings. I found a new carburetor, new muffler. And me and the boys going to rebuild it down here in the man cave in Vigicourt. Poor Puddin'. Yeah, I'm telling you, old Puddin', if there ever was a chainsaw that pulled its weight over the years, Puddin' is a 2011. I don't know how much timber that thing's cut. But I know it's had a couple trees on it. You ever see when somebody sells something to somebody that you just look at and you're like, that ain't going to last them no time. By golly, I'll have to hand it. My hat's off to Puddin'. Old Puddin's been in there through thick and thin. Puddin' was there when I broke my foot. Puddin' was there when I took my ride. Puddin' took the day off the day I smashed the other Puddin'. Puddin's been through a lot. Puddin's hung in there quite well. I have no complaints. How far was it going from a rubber-tired buncher to a track machine? I'm in the process of buying a track machine and wonder how long it will take to get the hang of it. Main logger, two things. Number one, how long? Hi, is Nutsy on here? Hi, Nutsy. Oh, yeah, Nutsy's in the background. Two things. One is, how big a timber you cutting? And two, how long you been running the rubber-tired rig? How much experience do you got is what I'm trying to ask. Then I could answer that for you in my best opinion. No, Muddy Feet, I haven't checked my Instagram yet. I'll check that. I haven't been checking my stuff good enough. But now don't give up on me, Muddy Feet. I do catch up on that once in a while, and I don't mean to snub anybody. If I miss you or something, buddy, I apologize. I just get slow keeping up with everything. I'll check you out on Instagram there. Let me write that down. DT 550. Oh gosh, Chris gives me hell over it. Chris, I think I packed it off. I had a bucket of 550 in here that I was using to help make YouTube videos, Chris, and I don't know where it went. Hi from Scotland. Hi, John in Scotland. Happy New Year, buddy. It's cold, 32. Okay, thank you, Muddy Feet. Boy, I don't want you to think that daggone Cowboy Car Crusher. I think that guy. I want to meet him someday. I want to meet you someday, and I want to shake his hand too. That guy's an anybody that ain't checked out Muddy Feet Concrete and Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping. He runs an outfit that pumps concrete, and they got some cool videos on there. Done some pretty cool jobs. I recommend checking out his channel, and also Cowboy Car Crusher. That guy will keep you in stitches. I'll love the crap out of that guy. But them are two good men down south. And Dirt Perfect and Farmer Chris and the SOTs and Officer Hoover, DOT Bear Woodworking, they all went down there to scope them out, and I had to set it out because we was logging like crazy at the time. And they come down, and they hung out with us. So they got videos on all these channels covering Muddy Feet Concrete and Cowboy Car Crusher. And I missed out on a great time. Hate it, kicked myself the whole time. Man, I wish I was down there with them guys. Will you give my kids a shout out? Olivia and Deegan? Marcy is Olivia and Deegan. How you guys doing? Hope y'all's having a happy new year. And I hope you're behaving for Dad and Mom. Because my boys, you can hear them back there, they're behaving great. We're all about behaving around here. Tater ain't slow on checking his messages. He's backwards. Nicholas Betts, when are you getting the MS500i? I think about getting Derek one here pretty soon. Just to pack around with him or just to have. But what we're really after is that daggone Husky when they come out with the fuel injection. Although the steel dealer around here is fantastic. That Howes is very good steel dealer. Very good people. We should be dealing with them, but they don't sell Huskies. Happy New Year, rain on the Oregon Central Coast. Copy that, Sydney. Cindy. Copy that, Cindy. There's not many ladies on here, Cindy, so you kind of... Brandon Barker. Yeah, Cat 938K. It is the best purchase we ever bought. It's even sat for 3 weeks and started up first crank at 46 below. Brandon Barker, does the Cat 938K, can you get that in a tool carrier boom? Because all the ones I've seen is the Z-bar set up. I lost everybody again. You just show you have to drive a real truck. I got to get you behind the wheel of a Peterbilt. Cletus Gaming, I've drove so many Peterbilts. I'm over Peterbilts. I moved up in the world, them corn binders. They're classy. Them internationals are. They're expensive. You believe in that? I torment all the Peterbilt guys and all the Kenworth guys. Your Peterbilts and K-Whoppers are pretty much cream of the crop, I guess, in the what's the other one? Western Star. Muddy Feet. Farmer Chris would love to come up there. Oh, yeah, Muddy Feet, we put you up, buddy. They said that you, the hospitality, they said you were so good to them. They said, man, we got to do him right. He comes up here Sunday. Pastor George Midlandton. Cat 988 has a real good versatile loaders that would work in a mill industry. Yeah, but boy, Pastor, that's awful big for our outfit. After 2020 was over, we all knew that Tater was still going to be Tater. Thomas Hunter, is it hard to run breeders? He said, well, it ain't now, Thomas, because I'm used to it. But when I first started running breeders, this is about the hardest thing I ever learned. Now, somebody on here was talking to me about cutters, about a rubber tire versus a track cutter, and I lost that. Connor, you ever loaders to load logs in the woods? Yes, Connor. We have in the past. Now, where they've come in handy was if you're logging in a little bitty spot, like a semi-load that's down the road a piece from something else we're doing, sometimes we'd run down there in a loader, whack them up by hand and load them that way. But what we get into is whacking up by hand is so slow compared to like Stevie and a din or something. It takes a very small amount of logs to make it worthwhile because Stevie's so much more efficient at it that you almost have to already be there with a wheel loader to do it. And it has to be a very small amount of logs, kind of far out of the way, so where you have to load up the din on a truck to make it out efficiency the din, if that makes any sense. But now, Connor, I do have a video where me and the boys use the loader, and it's coming up here in a week or two. And me and the boys did some bucking, hand bucking, and loading with the wheel loader at the farm here. And I'll have that on here. So kind of stay with me. It'll come in a week or two. Johnny said, imported a Scania V8. Man, I like the sound of them trucks. Them are cool sounding trucks. Drove my first tractor at 6 with the help from Dad, Cindy says. When are you going to finish the stacks for Blackie? You missed that earlier, Jimbo. Today, January the 1st, I actually stripped a bunch of stuff off Blackie. Fuel tank, hydraulic tank, toolbox. They all come off Blackie today. Stacks are going on tomorrow. I'll try to send pictures on Facebook. Y'all can check them out on loggerway.com on Facebook. But the video, I don't know when that'll show. I'll try to sneak it towards the front of the line here in the next few weeks because everybody's been wanting that done. Big Al says IH's too fast for the field, too slow for the road. Yes, that's exactly what we have with the tool carrier. Daggone, Brandon. Copy that. I'll put a star beside that. All right, guys. I think we need to put this thing to bed. Night Bubba, Minnesota. Addison Anderson, I have a 390 XP with a 32-inch bar. Gotcha. Is that skip chain, Addison? Hello, Big from Waterford, Ireland. Hello in Ireland, Nikki Walsh. Jamie Chris, Buck and Billy Ray's getting a Steel MS 500. See what Bucking, you all see what Bucking says. I bet he's going to like the torque of it, but it's just not a big husky. I like a big husky. I come out and said it. I mean, I know what bathroom I go in. You know, I'm not confused about everything, but I'm telling you, I like a big husky. I'm telling you. Good night. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping. Happy New Year. Wait if you get the stacks on. Do much night work. Put a light bar. Yes. Country. One country, two boy. Yes. I already got the bar on in the light. I already got the light bought. The light, all I got to do is set it up there, fire it up. Yeah, the central light is on, and I'm going to have the CB antennas going between the stacks too. So it ought to look pretty cool when I get it done. But not everybody. I love y'all. Happy New Year to all of you. I love the crap out of you guys. And you all has been so nice to me and my family over the years. Appreciate it. Everybody have a safe and happy New Year. Love y'all. Check back in the morning. Vigil going on in the morning.